Hi everybody, Cheaply Chic. Welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to share with you a little craft caddy happy mail package that I made actually for my mom before I mail it out. So I'm filming this video of course before I send it, but I won't share it until she receives it so I don't ruin any surprises. It's pretty much everything that I've shown in the binder mail swap. Actually, I'm not sure which video we'll post first, so I'm just going to go through the package and quickly show you what it is that I'm sending to her. But I'm very excited. I had been really wanting to make one of these little paper craft caddies. If this is something you haven't seen before, I will leave a link in the description box down below so you can see how to make one for yourself. I loved making this. It's so much fun. You don't have to have a cutting machine to do it. It's all done by hand, but it is very simple to do. So I enjoyed making it so much, and I am definitely going to have to make one for myself that I can sit on my desk and have little goodies in because they're so cool. So I'll show you that a little bit more after I empty out this caddy, but there are pockets all the way around it. So here on the handle, I just tied a little pom-pom that I made, and I'm sharing a lot of different little things with her. So there are some punches in here I was using to make some embellishments, and I didn't use them all. So I have this little paper clip here, and they're old clips, so they kind of leave this black imprint behind, but my mom loves everything vintage, so it's okay. It's the thing she would enjoy most. So I shared with her some of these little scallop punches of vintage music paper that I added the gold edging to, and some white paint, some of the little stars I punched out of Edith Holden paper so she can make some embellishments herself. And then here in this pocket, another just little pieces of ephemera clipped here. And in here, I had used the collection from Simple Stories this year called Holidays, and I just shared with her some of the embellishment pieces from that collection. So then here in this side pocket, I just have this coffee dyed glassine bag clipped with this little hairpin embellishment here. And I just have one of these little fancy rosettes that I made. Again, another super fun embellishment. I will link down below the tutorial that I had used to create these. So I really like these. They're a lot of fun. Okay, so here on this side, I have another one of those little rosettes that I made in here with a little hairpin embellishment again, and then this is that rosette. So I just kept them simple. I was making a lot of different things. All right, so then here in the back, let's see what's in here. I have this little bullnose clip. Oh, and I just shared some coffee dyed tags with her. And then in this pocket, this is a paper, and I ripped it, type tea bag. And then I made a couple of photo slide embellishments. I love these things. They're so much fun. I just added some coffee dyed glassine paper to the back. I have different videos on my channel making these because I do enjoy them so much. All right, so that is everything on the outside of the caddy, and I just love this paper caddy. I'm definitely going to be making more of these. So then going through this, hopefully I can get everything back in how I like it when I'm done. So I just, I used some of the paper tags, just machine stitched around that. Here are some of the cut aparts from that collection, and I just added a little bead dangle to that bullnose clip. I added some Nuvo drops and machine stitching, some stickles, stickles on that one and made these into journaling cards. All right, so I also just shared some things. This was a paper ruffle I didn't use. Fa la 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 with some Christmas music. Here's a handmade tag I made with her. I made for her out of, you know, one of the cut apart tags. And just a manila tag. I had talked about this advertisement in the previous video, and I turned this printable, well, it's not really a printable, it was something I printed, an old advertisement I printed out of a 1911 music book that I had. It was the December issue, so it had a lot of Christmas advertisements in it, and this was one of them for an old Victrola, and I just loved it. So I turned it into an envelope, and then let's see, what did I tuck in here? Oh, some of these little bow embellishments that I made with some old buttons. And then these were some punched out parts from a different bow die. I just thought they could still be useful for something. Okay. So then here I just shared some Christmas trims with her. I've had these for years, but I always love them every year. And just some lace. Here's another little Christmas tag I made by decoupaging some sewing paper on there with the embellishment from the kit. I was super excited to try making some of these beaded pens. I love these. I can leave a link for you in the description box down below. They come with a little piece here in the center of the pen that you can take the pen apart and add your little bead charms to. So I really think those are a lot of fun. And then just some more embellishments that I made. These are some bottle cap charms. I added some bead dangles too. These are some of the hot cocoa embellishments that I made on a video here during Christmas. So then here in this little glassine bag, I just shared with her some of those bottle caps pieces and some of the stickers so she can make her own little bottle cap charms. Here's one of those ice skate shakers that I made on my channel recently. One of the Christmas journaling cards. I made these little earring dangle charms. Again, I can leave these earring pieces that I purchased on Amazon to make these little dangles with. They're a lot of fun. And then I just added my little Merry Noel and Joy words to those. Then I made her 3 vintage style tags here. They just have Merry Christmas on here and then some old music paper. I added some bead dangles to the bullnose clip and then just a Tim Holtz stamp there on the back of them. Then I'm sharing one of those Christmas tree shakers that I made. Here are a few of those poinsettia embellishments. Made those on the channel too. Another one of those Christmas journaling cards I made. Again, a couple of those swans I shared on my channel. And then, I cannot remember what's in this bag, so we're gonna have to check it out. Added a little bead dangle to the bullnose clip. This is another one of those advertisements that came in that 1911 Christmas edition book. So I know she'll have a lot of fun playing with those in her journaling next year. Let's see. Some of these ribbon dangle clips that I made. So these are some clasps. I know you can get them at Hobby Lobby, but I will link them down below, the ones that I picked up at off Amazon. Just added that little dangle and some of those beads to the bullnose clips. So that is everything that I managed to fit into this caddy, and I can put those back off camera, but let me show you this paper caddy then. So it's really a nice size. You got all these pockets here. I'm sure most of you have seen this already, but I want to make sure because I've watched so many videos and then people just assume that you know where it's at, and it took me forever to find it. So I will link this in the description box down below for anyone who might be interested in making one for yourself. So then just the rest of what I'm going to send her, I couldn't fit this little guy, this little embellishment box in the tote. So I just added a little embellishment piece, some red seam binding, and then I just wanted to share with her some of the items I use. So there's the ribbon clasps, some charms, some wire wrapped beads, some mini pink pom-poms, and then just some bubblegum charms. I added some little peppermint sequins there and made a charm, some of those earring charms. So I think she'll have fun with that. And then something else, I was starting videos and never got around to finishing them for the Christmas season, but it's my first year down in Florida, living on the beaches, and I was making some Christmas ornaments for my tree, so I'm wanting to send some to my mom. I love the broken shell pieces, so I just added some of that gold paint pen we're always using to the broken sections of these shells, and then just some like gloss over the top of them to give them a little more shine. And then I just tied up some twine to hang them on the tree, and I love them. The awesome thing is most people don't collect the broken pieces on the beach, so that's one of my favorite ones. And then this piece. So these are all lightning welks, and I love them. The other thing I had done is decoupage some napkins here on the inside of these clamshells. Added some gold metallic paint to the edges, a bail here because these are pretty thick. So I just added a bail for a necklace, covered it up with a different shell on the back, and then stamped out some words there, and then used some glossy accents to add some beads. So I'm going to add some twine to those and send those to her as well. Here's one I have to send along because my nephew forgot it when he left, but I had this tied to the outside of his gift. They had been down here for vacation, so I was able to see them as well. So that is everything I'm sending home to my mom. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you'll check out those videos that I mentioned and link if you're interested. So otherwise, you guys, that is it. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.